How's it going, Habibis? Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be putting on our React Dandy hats and reacting to this video by Team Samurai X1. I know a lot of you guys like to send me deck lists and send me videos from other streamers or YouTubers and ask me what I think about them. And I figured this is a good time to maybe try a reaction video. I've never done one before, so let me know how I do in the comments below. Let me know if I talk too much, talk too little, which is unlikely because I like to blab a lot, so I'll probably be talking too much. And let me know if I could do anything better, or if you guys want to see more videos like this, because this seems like a fun idea. Right here we have Jesse Kotton, YCS, Yu-Gi-Oh! Extraordinaire, playing Dark Magician. I think he made a Dark Magician deck about a month ago. A lot of you guys showed me it and asked me what I thought. I thought it was pretty good overall. And it looks like he made a revamped version of it. There's the thumbnail, pretty nice. We are gonna like the video because I'm sure it's gonna be gas. And without further ado, let's see what we got here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got you guys one of my favorite decks of all time, Dark Magicians.
Team Sam's animations are always on point, man. They really are.
Ladies and gents, today I got you guys the best Dark Magician.
Hold on, little bro.
Yeah, who's that? Who's
The
this?
marshmallow sweatshirt.
On what
Nice.
authority are you going to give the best Dark Magician deck profile?
Whoa.
I have the best Dark Magician profile.
What do you mean? What,
I mean,
bro?
Team Sam has some pretty good deck profiles.
And you know what I am?
LOL.
All right. Instead of Sam,
What's funny is Josh has given one. I mean Jesse. I always get Josh Schmidt and Jesse Kotton mixed up. Jesse's given one, and all of a sudden he's the the expert. Or Team Sam has given like hundreds on his channel.
With my Primite Dark Magician deck profile, that you can watch.
Primite DM.
Against the meta, Rizal Fiendsmith.
That's pretty
On
cool.
my channel, Jesse Kotton,
That's
yugioh.
that's actually really cool. I didn't expect it to be a Primite one. I don't know a whole lot about Primite myself. I just know they're dragons and it's vanilla support for vanilla monsters, normal monsters, and Dragoon is good synergy with Dragoon. So
we all know that
I'll
Dark
learn
Magician
something with
is one
this,
of
which
the
is pretty
most
cool.
loved
I think
fan
I'm gonna
favorite
actually
decks of all
speed
time.
this
And
up
with the
at
newest
least to
support cards
1.25.
For Blue Eyes, many people are forgetting about Dark Magician. But
Facts. Blue Eyes got so much support, man. So much support. It's time for DM to get their support, man.
Competitively viable. And with that said,
Konami.
let's talk like Sam. Val, roll the intro.
Konami, where you at? Where's the Dark Magician support? Blue Eyes getting a lot of love, well deserved. I'd love to see it. I love Blue Eyes as well. But where's the Dark Magician support?
Deck has and the combos, for lack of a better word, and stick to the end where I showcase some of the better plays. Starting us off is the namesake Dark Magician, which
nice.
is vanilla, obviously.
He's playing the speed duels version of it. This is Jesse Kotton, probably makes thousands of dollars playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Can't afford you can't get a Star Deck Yugi Ultra Rare or something, my guy, or like one of the tin ones, something. I mean, sheesh.
But
I'm not asking to get the Japanese OCG Labyrinth of Nightmare one, but get something nice.
the rest of the cards that synergize alongside it is what makes it all good.
He's playing 2
Not much
DM
to talk about here.
and a DMG.
And I'm sorry for my peasant rarities. I'm not Sam.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah, dude.
What is that?
It's a
Bro,
common
that's
Dark
literally
Magician.
what I just said. That's
Brokey?
hilarious.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yo, tell me you're brokey.
Can I just have these?
Okay, just tell me.
Yo,
How
DDS.
you brokey?
Dark Duel Story. That's one of the
What is
most
it?
expensive English Dark Magicians, I think.
What is that?
I think that's one of the most
What are you-
expensive
Weevil? Like,
English
What is
ones.
this? Jesse, don't ever bring comments to my presence ever again.
Which I knew Team Sam is big ballin'.
First editions.
Magician's Force
Okay,
first
Sam.
edition. That's crazy. You know, I got a Magician's Force Dark
Anyways,
Magician
yeah, these
girl. It's my baby girl. I got her hard sleeved and everything. That is my prized possession card.
My Dark Magicians and DMGs.
First
I guess they're all
edition. That's
fancy now.
insane. This
And,
is
can't wait to damage them and Sam getting mad at me. But,
easily like $1,000 card ungraded.
Yeah, so you play Dark Magician Girl still because it has some synergies. Obviously,
Crazy.
With
I would never play with it.
deck, which we'll get there in a second.
Anyways,
if you
I'm
look at
already
the
surprised, to be honest with you, because he's playing Magician's Rod and 2DM and DMG. I expected this just to be like Dragoon Turbo. So
let's break
interesting.
Dark Magician Girl. In this specific version of the deck, there is a combo card that needs Dark Magician Girl. But beyond that, you also get to convert
Sage's
it into
Stone.
other sort of, link monsters, extra bodies. Once you have your Eternal Magician
What
Salvation up,
needs
which is a
Dark
full
Magician
combo,
Girl?
that can help you keep up in what other decks have been doing for a while now, which is just spamming link bodies. So yeah, very strong card.
Okay, he's
Or-
probably
not very strong
he's
card,
probably
but
playing maybe
you makes your other
Bonds.
card stronger, which is why you have to play
Playing
these.
Bonds, so he
These
just
are
get
not
bodies. Because he said
good
link
cards,
summoning, so
obviously.
he's probably just trying to get bodies on the field.
Yeah. So next up is the normal summon.
Should play
Magician's
Toy Box
Rod.
with this.
So
I wonder
is
if Toy
typically a
Box
card you
works
play
with
more
this.
of.
Probably
However,
not.
Primite Engine, which I talked about as being a help to this
Playing
deck,
one rod.
does
Okay,
factor in
fair.
another normal summon
Respectable.
engine, and you can't just play 7, 8, 10 normal summons or whatever.
Right, right, because the
then you have
Primite
all the
main
deck cards in
monster
your
is a
hand,
normal
and especially when
summon,
you're
I
playing a deck
believe.
that is
the
rogue
dragon,
deck, or you're playing from a competitive disadvantage, having dead cards only increases your liability and your issues, your challenges. So I mean, this is a good thing in general Yu-Gi-Oh deck building, but yeah, you want every card in your hand to be as live as possible, usable straight away. That means playing a not crazy amount.
That's actually really great advice just for Yu-Gi-Oh in general. And I mean, don't take it from me, take it from Jesse Kotton, you know? You don't want to play too many normal summons in a deck, because obviously you only get one normal summon. And if you play multiple normal summons, then if you draw into 2 normal summons, then one of those cards is dead in your hand. So you don't want too many. That's why I try to keep my normal summons to like 5 in a deck, typically.
Normal summons. And obviously this card is searchable, Illusion of Chaos, which you can interchange for Magician Souls as well. So that's better. So you can have the option to get.
Is he playing 1 Souls?
Rather than drawing a cloggy hand and feeling he can't do anything. And you need to make sure this deck can fit a large number of non-engine as well in, because you want to play hand traps. This deck plays like a control deck, and when you're taking that approach to Yu-Gi-Oh,
okay,
obviously make
so
sure
he's not playing all gas, which is good, because a lot of YouTubers that make these decks like this, they just put like all gas, and I'm like, what do you do if you go second?
Text that mentions Dark Magician.
So he's fitting in hand traps and board breakers and stuff.
Activated, you can tribute spell cash, add a self back to your hand. That effect is not that important, but it's nice to have. Next up, we got one Magician Souls. So Magician Souls can activate itself in the hand to. Effect is not that important, but it's nice to have.
Wait, what?
Next up, we got one Magician Souls. So Magician Souls can activate itself in the hand to either just send one level 6
Magician. Let me listen to him.
So in other decks, you need this card, but in this deck, you can send your magicians, your money.
He's just throwing around these like really rare DM cards.
Itself or discards itself to revive a Dark Magician. And when it's on the field,
he could get a super rare rod, by the way.
Control or in your hand to the grave to draw that many cards. So its uses are for getting Dark Magician onto the field when your main source is getting out of the deck, or it gets used to cycle spells and traps to draw into new cards, or spells and traps you've say already gotten value off, like a field spell that no longer serves any purpose. That being said, there's not a crazy amount of those in this deck. A lot of the continuous spells and field spells in this deck are how you
right, because you want to keep them on the field, I think, for Primite, the ones that you set face down.
So I'm not keen to send them off, as well as that type of effect is weak to cards like.
So far, he's basically, he didn't really give a reason as far as I heard. He's just playing one Magician Souls. Magician Souls, in my humble opinion, is the best Dark Magician card. Even better than Dragoon. You know, obviously Dragoon is more powerful, but in terms of purpose for the deck, we can survive without Dragoon. Hell, we did it in Master Duel for years. You can't survive without Magician Souls. He's playing this at 1, and he just said he wants to link summon. So, like, getting bodies, like, this is a special summon. Like, getting bodies on the field, I mean, that's really weird.
Permanence and Effect Veiler. And as for special summoning Dark Magician from the deck, while that is very good in most Dark Magician decks, this deck has way more access to Dark Magician than a typical one. So I'm not actually as down bad to just summon it to the field.
The Primite engine can summon DM, but I mean, you still want to summon this just for the body, I would think.
Yeah, just one copy. Next up, we got one Illusion of Chaos. So Illusion of Chaos is a ritual monster, which we want to ignore the ritual effect because we do not summon it.
What are these ratios? One IOC, one with Magician Souls?
Or you monster dimensions it from your deck to your hand, and then put any card from your hand on top of your deck. So yeah, you're adding these 2 cards.
Look, I'm not Jesse Kotton, all right, but I play DM almost for a living. And one IOC and one Magician Souls is kind of insane to me. I'm gonna watch the rest of this, but
you could play more of this, and if you're thinking about playing more of any of these, I'd rather just play more copies of this.
There's certain things that I see in deck lists that instantly make me like turn off and not listen to it.
So that's it for the Dark Magician monsters. And this is
I don't like this so far.
The truth is, obviously, without getting new support for the Dark Magician cards in several years, the cards become outdated, right?
But we'll see how he fixes it.
Other support cards to do the heavy lifting. And
true.
Until we get new DMG support cards,
you need extra engines to help DM.
Monsters to be the main focal point of the strategy. And then next up, we got 3 Soul Servants. So Soul Servant is going to be like a weird Rhoda for the deck.
So he really wants the Pot of Greed
card or a card that mentions it on top of your deck, which is not really a good effect, but it sets up for when you have draw power, and thankfully it itself is draw power, so it makes it not seem so bad as it may look like on first glance. And then you can banish from the grave to draw cards up to a number of different Dark Magician girls, Dark Magicians, and
right. I wonder, the Primite DM doesn't play Beatrice. They wouldn't. So
in your grave and field. So yeah, usually
playing 3 Soul Servants not a bad idea. I mean, it's Soul Servant's one of the best cards in the deck.
Just a very convoluted
IOC Magician Soul Servant, those are the best cards in the deck. But to be honest with you, I would maybe play it at 2. But let's see how are those all the spells and traps he's playing DM wise.
He's a lunatic, I'll tell you that much. All right, proceeding forwards, we got.
Oh, he's playing Circle.
Circles. This is a
he's playing 3 Circle. What the heck?
Card that I don't see everyone play 3 of, but I think does make a lot of sense in this deck. So on activation, you reveal, or you don't reveal. You look at the top of your cards of your deck, and you place them in any order. And then if any of
you guys have seen some of my peer lists, I like playing 2 circles, which most people only play it at 1. I like playing 2 circles, especially if like there's a lot of hits that I can get off of it, a lot of spells and traps that can get off of Circle's effect. But 3? 3 seems like overkill.
Magician or our Dark Magician, you can add to your hand. So it's like a weird duality, but also stacks top of your deck, which can have synergy with Soul Servant or other draw cards or planning for your future turns.
Sure. So I mean, if you're playing 3 circles, I guess it's a good idea to play 3 Servant.
You summon Dark Magician, you get to target a card your opponent controls and banish it.
Once per turn, banish a DM.
So
Hell yeah.
Turn, it can be used to push through cards.
OP effect.
Turn, you banish their stuff as disruption. That's pretty good. So that's kind of the reason I'm playing 3 of this. It pairs really nicely on the Primite cards for continuous flow of bodies, pressure, and removal. Now, next up is a different card I'm playing, which is not considered typical in Dark Magician decks.
Playing Bonds.
Bond between teacher and
I thought he
student.
might be playing Bonds.
And this is the reason to play Dark Magician Girl. It says if you control a Dark Magician, you can special summon one Dark Magician Girl from your deck, or hand or grave.
You know,
yeah. And then you get to set one Dark Magic attack or Dark Burning attack.
I'm curious if he's playing the Dark Burning attack. Is he playing Dark Burning attack?
Yeah,
he is playing Dark Burning attack.
I'll read that card in a second.
Okay, this is really interesting, actually. If you guys look back on my channel, like a year ago, I had a pure DM list where I talked about bonds between teacher and student and Dark Burning attack, and how I know Dark Burning attack seems outdated, seems slow, seems like a brick if you draw it. But the fact that Dark Burning attack can blow up the entire field, and it's possible for us to set it up using, you know, our Dark Magician means, it's not too terribly difficult to get a Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl on the field, right? I mean, honestly, Magician's Rod and Magician's Souls can set you up the Dark Burning attack. I was saying how that's such a powerful effect. We should take advantage of it, you know? Even though it's bricky, even though it's, you know, kind of slow, it's still something to explore just because it is powerful. So, I mean, I respect it. I respect it.
It's just a way of putting more bodies in field to get damage faster, to kill your opponent. Obviously, even to control deck, you don't want the game to last forever. You need to make sure you can end it before your opponent sets up something you cannot deal with. As well as you get this disruption, which is really good. So I'm playing one of this. You can side into more copies. Or
God, those are beautiful, man. Those are so beautiful.
I just wanted to not have too many engine cards in the deck again, and it can be a bit tricky. But going first card's very good because that's the disruption, as well as gives you monsters to link with or whatever. And you can see how you start on multiple Dark Magician cards, it creates a pretty nasty field. But yeah, then the Dark Burning attack, or Dark Burning Magic, which the card starts off, it says you control both of these, you get to destroy all cards your opponent controls. And it's quick spell, so it's going to be full on board wide.
But even then, destroying is so outdated nowadays. So many things have destruction protection.
So that's the idea between that. Next up, I got 3 copies of Magician's Salvation. So Magician's Salvation is another one where I don't see people play max 3 copies of, but I'm a fan of. So what it does is when you play...
Three Magician Salvations? Brother, what? Brother, what?
Play it, it lets you get access to Eternal Soul by setting from your deck. And then when you summon...
I have never, and I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys, I've seen some janky Dark Magician decks in my day. I have never seen 3 Salvation. He did not play 3 Salvation in his Dark Magician deck that he posted a month ago. 3 Salvation? I mean, is it that important for Primite to get DMG on the field? I don't think so. Nah, bro, that can't be it.
A Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician, you can summon the other corresponding one from your graveyard. So
if homie's playing 3 Eternal Soul, we're canceling this video. No shot. 3 Circle, 3 Salvation, 1 IOC, 1 Magician Souls. What the heck?
Yeah. It's a way of just getting constant flow of resources. That's why Dark Magician Girl's nice. Like, it's not mandatory for this bonus effect here to pay off, but when you go like Primite, Lordy Load, Revive this, and this comes out too, that's pretty good, right? This is how you can apply pressure.
Like if Salvation's summoned from the deck, then I'd play it at 3 too, but it has to be in the graveyard. It's just not it.
See where we're going, right? Then also, obviously, you can send this card off Magician Souls to draw a new card, which is fine because obviously you place the...
But you're only playing 1 Magician Souls, my guy.
Is a nice +1. All right, and the last Dark Magician card that I'm playing is Eternal Soul. The old classic...
1 Eternal Soul.
I'm playing 1
the most OP card. You can search for Dark Magic Attack or 1,000 Knives. Guys, who doesn't want to search for 1,000 Knives in Dark Magician in 2025? And then you get your field blown up if it gets taken off the field. That's very balanced and fair card.
Pillar of Strength these days. Yeah, and you can add other cards next to hand. I'm not playing any targets for it.
I've grown to have deep disdain for Eternal Soul.
So, pretty good.
Sadly.
And this one importantly revives in the opponent's turn. The old classic combo for this deck was always trigger, revive, and then banish their card.
I hope we're playing Imduck.
Magician Engine. It's not that many cards because again, you have to make space for both the Primite cards, which
my boy Imduck
in this deck, and you have to make space for hand traps. which is what.
All right, so that was the DM engine. That was a lot of cards
so
actually.
We got 3 Primite, Ether Barrel Dragon.
Okay, so that's your normal summon.
You play 1 Rod. You need the normal summon on this rather. This card is really good.
This like sets a Primite card or something, right?
1 Primite spell trap from your deck. It's cool. You can also tribute it to send a vanilla from your deck to the grave.
I don't even notice Primite, Dragon, Ether, Bieber. What's that say? Beaver? Justin Bieber?
I don't really use that effect, but sure. And then also during your standby phase, and the text says this standby phase, but it's been errated. It says your standby phase. If you have a normal monster in your graveyard, then you get to add itself in the graveyard to your hand. So it's follow up.
So you get, you know, it's good recursion. That's nice. We're getting some branded level recursion here.
In a second, but pretty much the Primite cards just get you access to Dark Magician, so this is more ways for Dark Magician.
Branded Primite DM, what?
Primite's Lordly Loads. Yes, these are blinged out a bit because I got them from my really expensive prize card deck on my channel, $100,000 deck. So Sam can't yell at me now. Haha. When it's activated, lets you add.
Does it really have a 100K deck?
But that's not all it does.
That's kind of crazy.
Also, your Primite cards get attack boosts, and then also you can declare the name of a normal monster and then summon it from your hand, deck, or graveyard in defense mode. And then you
deck or graveyard. So you just say Dark Magician.
So
boom.
the big thing you're doing with this
that's
is
crazy.
Magician, right? And then, that's not Dark Magician.
But then it locks you from something. I forgot what it locks
searching,
you from.
Right? So
like
searching and a special summoning. And this obviously gets this. This can get this. It's pretty flexible. This card is very good. And obviously that effect to summon is once per turn. So that's why like this deck is a grind game deck, right? Like if you can resolve that multiple times.
Did I miss it? I'm pretty sure that locks you from like effects.
That's something that's powerful.
Taking notes. Nothing to see here.
1 Primite Drill Beam. This is a fantastic card. It's a quick play spell that says either reveal a Primite or a launch in your hand, or if you control one of those, then you don't have to.
You want a drill beam?
I'll drill beam you.
Whoa.
But yeah, once the activation, you meet the activation requirements, you target a card, you put in controls, negate its effects, and then you can banish it. This is crazy because it targets any card. You can also negate a spell like Grass or Talents, and then banish it. But this is imperative for breaking fields.
So it's kind of like a Silvera Diabell Star negate.
Combos,
remember that card, that trap?
But on top of that, and the reason you want to play 1 is if you control a Primite monster and it's in your graveyard, you can just reset it. And that's where the value of all this
that's nice. That's nice.
This is a constant flow.
I'm trying to listen here. I don't have much to say because I don't know a lot about Primite, so I'm listening to what these cards exactly do. I have a decent idea, but I'm trying to listen.
You don't have to play it, but I'm still a fan. And that is Primite Roar. Yeah. So you declare a monster's name or normal monster's name, and if you control no monsters, you pay 2,000 life points and summon that monster from your deck, hand, or graveyard. Yep. And then its effect on the graveyard says when you put normal summons a monster, you can banish itself, and then you can banish 1 monster in your opponent's field with less attack than that monster. So, yeah, whether this
is it a quick effect? It is a quick effect. Okay.
If you just banish this and banish whatever the normal summon, you banish something else as well. But
so a lot of banishes, man. You set up your DM triangle. You get the roar banish. You get the what was the previous one called? I mean, you get a negate there. It's not bad.
Combine the 2 engines together.
Get Dragoon on the field. Oh my gosh. But can you get it consistently?
And then 1 more
is the
pseudo engine
question.
card I put in, which is Prosperity.
Rip, Bandin Master Duel.
Control over the game, and then the rest is hand traps. I play 15, so it should be or 14. Oh no, this is a 27 cards. Then 26 plus 1, 41 card deck, and then 14 hand traps. Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm just playing.
Playing Bestials.
Bestials for controlling the Fiendsmith, because that's kind of their way of dealing with the grind game. It's their own grind game, but it's also goes like a Twins of the Eclipse, as well as
more dragons. Wait! I just realized something. He's not playing Secrets of Dark Magic. It literally just occurred to me. I was like, more dragons to fuse with Dark Magician. He didn't play Secrets of Dark Magic, right? Did I miss it?
Next up, I got Satori.
Yeah, he's not playing Secrets of Dark Magic.
Classic. Huh. Dark Magician once per turn. Your hand graveyard.
We were like here, I think.
Dark Magicians, the monsters on.
Look, man. I'm not Jesse Cotton. I'm not a Giga Chad like that. I'm not Goated with the sauce. I'm not as good a Yu-Gi-Oh as him. But I do know a thing or two about DM. And I feel like secrets in this deck would be nice. And maybe a couple more souls and a couple more IOCs. I'm a little confused by this deck so far. Not gonna lie.
Just Fiends. Yeah, Fiends with the Twins of the Eclipse. That's what it's for. Yeah, these cards are good. Nibiru.
3 Nib, which... this is essentially the TCG special. A lot of them play 3 Nib for some reason in the TCG. I understand best of 3, that makes more sense. I've never understood playing 3 Nib personally, but a lot of people in TCG play 3 Nib. I do get it though. Maybe it's better for DM to play 3 Nib now that I think about it, because Nib is a board wipe. That could be huge for DM. We need that.
game. Full house dead draws suck. Where drawing
I just don't like it being a dead draw.
You still want your cards to be live, and it goes into the same problem.
It's not in your opening 5-card hand.
If you're going second, so side deck, then the multi armies are great. But I think in this type of main deck, they don't have a perfect spot. And the other card is Dominus Impulse, which is what you'd use in dark decks. However, with the new Primite Other Barrel, it would conflict with your Impulse. So
that's the deck.
I don't think that's worth it, and that's why. But yeah, let's move on to the extra deck real quick.
Interesting.
The extra deck for this deck is not super important, truthfully, because Primite deck you're really relying on this and the banish.
The extra deck is not super important,
truthfully, because Primite deck you're really relying on.
I thought we were link summoning and dragooning and
spells and the drill beam to be the best part of your deck.
Are we dragooning? There, like I said, there's no secrets.
These cards don't matter.
There's no way you're not playing Dragoon, bro.
And you will get a fair number of free bodies that you can convert into something useful.
Or like Dragon Knight or something.
This is just to convert your souls into a link monster for SP.
Okay, some people do that, really sure.
I mean, if they mess up and put a card in the wrong column, then
you could be Lozapilled and play Artemis.
This is a proxy. I'm sorry. This is Imduck, the World Chalice monster.
Hey, my boy.
This monster into an effect monster like Link Spider, but it's also Dragon, and that's important because
I wonder why he needs to proxy Imduck.
Which is a very powerful card. And you can make it because this is a dragon as well. So if you have Imduck this, you get to make Erratic Seal.
I mean, this deck would benefit from the new Link monster for Blue Eyes. That's a dragon as well, and it benefits us for DM.
Make its attack and defense 0.
So that's something that he should probably play, but I don't know if it's out in the TCG yet.
Combo, very strong. Dark Charmer, dark deck.
Celine, Access code Climate.
These are occasional kill lines. Okay. So they're good. IP into SP with the fair amount of free bodies you sometimes get on your first turn. Like say you open up the bond, we have like loady load plus this plus this.
I feel like his Primite ratios are pretty good. They're not like they're powerful, not too heavy on Primite,
I'll get to that
which I like. I mean, I might do similar Primite ratios, but these DM ratios are kind of weird.
Yeah, it's just some flexibility. Underworld Goddess lets you deal with random bullshit, and then
the White Woman
lets you make this easier. There's no Fiendsman stuff in here, so it just serves that purpose. Actually, it's not that important for this deck. There's other cards you can play and give you some like niche utility.
Habibis, he's not playing Dragoon.
I had, and depending on the problems you're having at locals or at any tournament with deck, then you'll adjust. But yeah, this is like just more removal with the Goddess. For rank 7s, which you can sometimes go into, we got Big Eye and then Dark Arm Dragon, steal a monster and pop 2 cards.
Why are we going into rank 7s? Why are we going into rank 7s? Just for the 2 DMs? None of the Primites are... I'm confused.
I'm not playing Zeus. You could try Zeus, but I don't know if it ever comes up.
I'm really confused.
Typhon is like probably the most important card in here because this is great into the specific meta where it beats Rizal Detonator really easily, and then when you back it up with your spells and trap cards, your continuouses, that's how you're getting ahead in the game. And then Chaos Angel, which
is a Chaos Angel's good. There's no Dragoon in here, guys.
Dark Magician to make it because 7 and 3 card. Nice. It's really not too important. Okay, so that's the extra deck. You can customize this a fair bit. It's really not too important. There are a couple pieces that are very important. Like Typhon is a huge card for control decks, but that's really it. I'll show you guys what I was talking about for like a sample play here. And this is a loose combo. It's not really combos, but like if you had this type of hand, you can do some really powerful stuff.
All right, Habibis, we're going to stop it right there. The video is getting a little bit long, and I did just want to look at the deck. Maybe we'll look at the combos another time, but it was a interesting list. Like I said, I like the Primite stuff. I thought it was pretty good, but the Dark Magician ratios are kind of strange to me. Somebody that plays DM a lot, I feel like those are a little bit off ratios, but like I always say, you know, don't knock a deck till you try it. I have a feeling that, you know, a mind like Jesse Khan, he has some kind of purpose for this. He must know something that we don't, right? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the deck. And if you guys want to see more React videos from me, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button so I know to do more of these. And if you're not subbed to the channel, be sure to drop a sub. Thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Take care of yourselves. Go out of your way to make somebody's day special. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love, Habibis.